So at the start, we have the heats of the Fawley Challenge Cup. We have Christiania Roklub of Norway on the Buckinghamshire station and Clare's Court School on the Berkshire station. So obviously, Christiania Roklub, Jesse, this is Clare's Court's first introduction to this year's event.
That's it, and they're both off. They're actually both staying very wide and on their own stations, aren't they? So it's always interesting, because you've got the buoys at the beginning of the course, which are the sort of large floating spheres, and actually they're all quite close to them. But then as soon as you come off the end of the buoys, you do have this wooden booms that run along the side. So it was very close on both sides, but they've managed to get onto the course perfectly fine, and it looks like a good race between the two crews.
So as you move up past Fawley, Clare's Court have moved out to about a length and a quarter lead over the crew from Christiania Roklub in Norway. Now, Clare's Court have obviously had a really successful period in this event, and sculling, having won the event in 2016 and being finalists in 2017. So, you know, a lot of caliber there, coached by Tom Jost. You know, and these crews normally progress really well during the when they come to Henley. That seems to lift them as a team or as a squad as they come into this event and get better every round.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there was what was it, 2017 Clare's Court were in the final as well, weren't they, actually? And it's one of those, they sometimes can be a bit of a sleeping giant, Clare's Court, and really ramp up into Henley, and I think that's what they were expecting with this crew. And as you can see here, Clare's Court on the left hand side in that yellow boat versus Christina Club from Norway, or from very close to Oslo, on the right hand side with the blue blades, and it's Clare's Court that have just got the lead on the Norwegian crew there.
But it's also that when you've been in a system that's had success, and it kind of breeds success, doesn't it? So you want to be a part of that. So as a young athlete coming through, you'd have seen the success they've had in previous years, and you know, you'll want your name, I'm sure, your colleagues on that honours board with everybody else.
Oh yeah, you definitely aspire to that, and I think what Clare's Court have done quite well is they've actually had an 8 racing as well in the Princess Elizabeth. So actually they've got the sort of breadth in the squad as well, and actually quite a few of these guys are returning. They're all lower 6th, so you know, these guys will be back again next year. But they're looking hot this year. Although we are seeing a charge back here from the Norwegians. Christina Club are pushing back. This club in Norway's quite an interesting club, does coastal rowing, does a bit of everything, quite a community club in Norway, and they've been shouting about coming to Henley on their website and social media and stuff, so they're obviously, it's a big thing to come over here, so they're not just here for the atmosphere, they're here for the race, and this is what's going on. It looks like they're pulling themselves back into this.
And that's a really important thing, because sometimes you can get wrapped up into all the atmosphere stuff around the edges and forget that you are here to deliver performance on the water.
That's it, yeah.
And as we see, Clare's Court still maintaining their lead, but keeping a close eye. And it is really choppy out there today. There's been a lot of crews getting tossed and turned by the water that's come up from the launches going up and down the side of the course. And just that adjustment sometimes can hindrance your rhythm that you're in. You're kind of in that zone, in that bubble, and then you get hit by a wave and then it knocks you out. So it can be very challenging to kind of stay in that.
Yeah, it's tricky when you get tapped by a little wave. But Clare's Court looking pretty slick there. Junior crew sculling, looking great, coming into the line there.
Getting really strong there, Clare's Court. Led on the whole of the course. Took that early lead, gained that advantage, and maintained that all the way to the finish as they crossed the line first, ahead of Christiania Roklub of Norway. So Clare's Court School will progress on to race on Saturday.